In this video, I want to show you how to make use of the Scrited tab to create synchronized film and video presentations. So if you're using 0.7.12 or later, by default the Scrited tab is not enabled. So you can go to settings and then go to additional and then check this box that says show Scrited tab. And then now I can notice that the Scrited tab is visible. Let me go ahead and open the screenplay of Shruti. Where the screenplay opens, I can see all of the scenes in the screenplay tab, but let me switch to the Scrited tab now. Now here I can notice all of the scene headings and a few action and dialogue paragraphs are already presented in a list view, and then the entire screenplay is presented in a continuous scroll view. You'll notice that against each scene heading there is already a time offset that is presented. Now these time offsets are computed on the basis of this idea that each page of the film roughly translates to 1 minute of screen time. Now I'm going to go to the folder where the video of this film is stored on my computer. I'm going to drag and drop this film video on the Scrite window, and you'll notice that the film video shows up in this area here. I can use the keyboard shortcut Shift and 9 to reduce the height of the video playback area so that it matches the aspect ratio of the film video that I've just loaded. If I click on any of the scene headings, the cursor on the screenplay scroll area quickly takes you to that part of the screenplay text, or it also places the video at this time offset, which is computed by default. Now what I'm going to do is create a synchronized screenplay and film presentation for scene number 6. Now if I click on the scene heading, you'll notice that while the screenplay text scrolls to that particular scene heading, the film video is not there yet, and that's because the offset is all wrong. And one of the reasons why this offset is wrong is because in this particular film, the first 30 or 40 seconds is spent on showing the logo of the production company and all the gratitude messages to various partners who made this film happen. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to forward this video by clicking on this button, the forward icon here. Yep, so this is kind of where this particular scene starts. So I'm going to pause this film right now. To play and pause, I simply have to use the space bar like you would in most media player apps. Okay, so now that the video is paused here, I'm going to click on this button, and notice that the moment I click on this button, the current video time, which is 3 minutes 26 seconds, is copied to this column on the right hand side. I'm going to click on this button, and you'll notice that that particular timestamp got copied here. Now as soon as that happens, I'm going to click on this icon so that I can lock the offset for this particular scene heading. And now you'll notice that the time offsets for the remaining paragraphs that follows this particular scene heading is automatically adjusted, right? So this is 325, and so this will become 327. Again, all of these time offsets are automatically computed on the basis of this idea that every page of the screenplay roughly translates to 1 minute of screen time, right? So I'm going to continue playing this video now, but then I'm going to click on this item, which is dialogue. Here Jyoti is saying, "Hey Divya," that's what the Jyoti's character just said. So I'm going to pause again, click on this button so that the time offset is again assigned. So I'm going to click on this icon to lock it. And now I'm going to play.
Hey Jyoti.
Now Divya is saying, "Hey Jyoti," so which is her dialogue. And again, I'm going to pause for a bit and then click on this icon so that the time offset is copied. I'm going to lock this.
Sikkadra.
And she asks Sikkadra, and then Jyoti hands over the pen drive, right? And then as soon as she hands over the pen, so which is this text here, Jyoti throws a pen drive at Divya and Divya catches it. That's how the screenplay was written, but that's not what actually happens in the film. That's okay. So as soon as that happens, Divya says thank you so much. So we'll wait for her to say thank you so much.
Thank you.
Right? And I'll pause it at this point, and again I'm going to click on this icon here so that the time offset is copied. I'll click on the lock icon. The next dialogue, which is from Jyoti.
ಎಷ್ಟು ದಿವಸ ವೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀನಿ ಗೊತ್ತಾ ಇವ್ರ ಅಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ಗೋಸ್ಕರ.
Right? So now Jyoti is saying something. I'm going to pause at this point and click on this icon, and it copies the time offset. I'm going to click on the lock icon. Now I'm going to click on the lock icons for the remaining paragraphs here. So watch what happens when I click on any of these paragraphs. You'll notice that not only the screenplay text scrolls to that particular paragraph, the video is also moving to that particular spot in the film. Now I can simply click on this auto scroll and then hit the play button, and you'll notice that not only is the film playing,
ಹೇ ಜ್ಯೋತಿ,
the
ಸಿಕ್ಕಿದ್ರಾ?
screenplay text is scrolling to match the film.
ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು. ಎಷ್ಟು ದಿವಸ ವೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀನಿ ಗೊತ್ತಾ ಇವ್ರ.
Now, whenever you assign offsets in the Scrited tab like this, a JSON file gets created in the same folder where the video file existed. Now, this JSON file is going to contain information about all of the offsets that you have set. So that way, if you load the video from the same location later on in Scrite, it will reuse all of the offsets that you have already set. So you don't have to assign these offsets every single time you switch to the Scrited tab. That's how we create synchronized playback of film and screenplays.